my darlings. Blessed new day. Welcome in. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, I am Samantha. I appreciate you guys being here and coming in for whatever the reading ends up being this morning. I appreciate also if you'd like, share, subscribe, all those good things, because we are trying to get this little tiny baby channel all the way to 1,000 subscribers so we can do some live content. I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of buzzy today. I got to tell you guys, I saw my person last night, and it's not that I don't see him. I could see him whenever I wanted, but he saw me too. Usually it's kind of a, I walk past where he is sort of a thing. But last night I stopped for a while, and yeah, I mean, we don't talk, don't get me wrong about that, but the energy connected between us, and I'm still like seriously like all buzzy. So I don't know if that's going to fry this reading or enhance it. We shall see. I don't even know what we're reading on, to be honest with you. I wanted to sit down and be with you guys this morning. Wish you all a blessed weekend. I mean, as I'm recording this, it's a Saturday. But, you know, whenever you're seeing it, blessed day, blessed weekend. Okay, geez. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Cups. Oh, wow, with Destiny and the Ace of... Oh, good Lord, this is going to be a reading. Okay. You know, Four of Cups is our card of, you know, I think the best way to put it is just kind of like a, sort of an attitude. It's just sort of like a, it's like you're bored with what you have, but you don't see what God's trying to bring in. It's that kind of an attitude. It's like you can't quite grasp it because it's God. It's the divine. It's big. It's huge. And our little tiny brains don't always grasp the cup that God is trying to bring in for us. But whatever it is that's coming in, it's destiny and it's big love. I'm not going to call this a soulmate reading just yet, but it's definitely looking like it's going to head that way. I'm going to give this one more shuffle, and then we'll get the energy on the bottom of the deck for the reading. Actually, I guess I'm going to give it 2 more shuffles. My guides are super chatty today. They were so quiet last night. They're like, just enjoy it. Just sit in the energy. I'm like, but I want to talk. I want to know what all this means. And then they're just like, shh. It's my favorite when the universe goes, shh. All right. We've got the Ace of Pentacles now on the bottom of the deck. I like this ace because whatever it is we're going to read on here, you've been working on it. It has roots and it's starting to blossom. Your new beginning, whatever it is. We're not going to go. 6 of Pentacles is a balance. Maybe this is a career reading. I'm not going to go really any farther. This is the energy on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to set this over here with Ganesh. So Ganesh, I always like to have Ganesh here. I'm working out the new spring setup, so it's very sparse today. Sorry about that. But I always have Ganesh here to you know, take out any blocks that any of us are facing. But let's go ahead and get to our reading. All right, we got the 5 of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, Justice. I love her. Of course, I'm a Libra, so you know, that is sort of my card. The Fool, but the Fool wanted to come out with the Moon, so I'm putting both of those together. All right, so we've been out in the cold. We've walked away from something. God brought us justice, and we've started something new, but there's still some mystery around what it is we've started. I'm going to be clarifying with the wild unknown. Yeah, I'm going to shuffle one more time. You have to be patient with me on these cards because sometimes it's Roman numerals, and every time it's Roman numerals, I have to stop for a minute and really stare at the number. What number of card is this? Most of the cards at this point I just know, but not all of them. All right. That is a Page of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles. I like that. We have the Hanged Man. We got a lot of major arcana coming out now. With the King of Pentacles. Okay. Well, this is good. We've got the Magician. A lot of major arcana coming out in the clarifying. Okay, these two are wanting to come out together, so I'm not sure why, but we've got the Six of Wands with the Queen of Cups. And over here we have the Page of Cups. There's like a lot of romance in here, but there's also a lot of stability, a lot of power I'm picking up in the reading. And we're gonna end with the Ten of Pentacles. Y'all, we get our happily ever after. I'm gonna cry. I love that. All right, so what I'm seeing across the board here is this is like a journey. I always kind of see it that way. The way I read tarot is I know I do it a little bit weird, but I read like a story across. Sometimes I lay the cards out backwards, but not today. But I see it like a story going across. So it's like I feel like this is where we kind of were, and maybe have been for a little while. We've been kind of in this lost and wandering and knowing our path, but not really wanting to go down that path because it seemed hard or scary, or, you know, with the times, with everything that's going on, it just seemed impossible in some way. But I feel like with the Eight of Cups next, it's like we found our courage and our strength and we moved forward. And because of that, God brought justice into our life and balanced things out. I mean, we've got justice here and we've got the Six of Wands here as well, which is like a minor arcana justice. It's a victory card. It's the balancing out of things. And then, you know, we've moved into this new adventure. Again, we're clarifying this new beginning over here. There's still some secrets around it, but I mean, there's so much love here with the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups. The Queen of Cups is the Queen and the King both, and we saw the King in the pre-shuffle thing there. You know, the Queen and the King, they have, you know, the cup, the Ace of Cups, the cup of love, that if you put them together, they're the Two of Cups, which is our soulmate connection. So I mean, there's just so much love, like just overflowing. This it's Son of Cups in here, but it's a page. Page of Cups is, you know, somebody bringing a cup to you, bringing a cup of love to you. And this Ten of Pentacles, you know, that's our happily ever after. So we're in good shape. You know, this whatever we walked away from here, it's like, I love this because we walked away from this because we got a Page of Wands, which this is brave action. This is brave, bold action. So we've taken brave, bold action. And if you haven't done this yet, this is where you are, then this is what you need to do. These are your steps. You need to take some brave, bold action. And you need to nurture yourself. You know, I don't know what's going on in your life specifically, but this is a card of nurturing. I mean, in this deck specifically, you know, this is a mama with her baby, but they're both you. You need to nurture yourself. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot, you know, and this took a lot out of you too. To get from here to here, that's a major change. To go from this little person here, this little girl here that's crying and torn up and ratty and alone, to a place of strength and boldness and brave, that took a lot. Take a minute and nurture yourself. But we are moving on. And this particular one, I love this one because it's like she's set the past on fire and she's moving into the sunlight, the sunset, the sunrise, a new day. What I'm seeing on here with the Hanged Man is you might not even know where you're headed yet. But the Hanged Man comes right before a big epiphany. Don't push this. Don't rush this. You know, especially with the moon down here, it tells me that there's still some secrets left to be revealed. There's still some things you don't know. So don't rush this. Don't push yourself too much. Stay open. Stay connected to your guides. Be listening for what it is that you're supposed to be walking into. You've moved out of this, moving into that. That's great, but you might not have all the pieces yet to really move forward. But where you're headed is everything. I mean, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles out here. That is a very stable, happily ever after. And I love that for you. I love that. You know, and that in and of itself could be the thing that's bringing you justice. Justice, I always, when I see this, I always want to say justice for your heart, even though there's no heart on this. But, you know, most of my readings I do for soulmates and twin flames and that sort of thing. So I know you've been through the ringer with your heart. This is bringing justice to your heart, to your life choices. This was hard for you. You may have walked away from friendships, family. I've done that in my own life. I don't speak to my mother. Whatever it is that you walked away from, it's like it was the right move for you. And the universe is bringing in justice. And with that justice, you're going to be renewed in your power, in your own power with the Magician, and you're going to have victory and love. It's interesting. I brought up my mother with this because, yeah, I don't have a relationship with my mother. Very toxic woman. But then the card in this particular deck, the Queen of Cups, is known as the Mother of Cups. So if you're walking away from family, if you're walking away from a mother situation, the universe has your back. They're going to bring in or turn you into the Mother of Cups so that you can love and nourish yourself. And I love that for you. I love that for me. And then down here, this is a new beginning. Okay, the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles go pretty well together. This is, the beginning. Like I said, there's still some secrets. I'm going to draw a few more cards on the Moon, actually. But again, this is a romantic offer, and this is your very grounded, happily ever after. I always feel like the Ten of Cups is a very dreamy, happily ever after. It tips into fantasy realm sometimes. It's like what we want, but you've kind of gone way too far into the fairy tale land. This Ten of Pentacles is the happily ever after, but it's very stable. It's very balanced out. If you're familiar with the tarot and like the Nine of Pentacles, it's a card of really hitting, independent and very solid and very powerful in your own right. The Ten of Pentacles just adds to that, like the family, the tribe, the lover, the children, whatever it is for you that fulfills your idea of what a happily ever after looks like, people wise, like the relationships and stuff. It brings that in. And then, when you get to the Queen of Pentacles here, you're nurturing your family, you're taking care of everybody. You have it all. You're very stable, you're very well put together, and you know how to take care of people. And then you've got the King of Pentacles, which he's a very secure king, very secure, very kind of laid back too. I like that energy on him. But I want to draw a couple of cards just on the Moon. I'm going to see if I can do it on top of this. I'm trying to decide if I need a different deck. I think I'm going to go back to the lights here. Let's give it a shuffle. I want to see if we can get any insight into where we should be looking. Because the thing is when you've got secrets, they reveal themselves when they're ready. But it can also be something that brings anxiety. It causes a little bit of anxiety when you know that there's stuff you can't see. So I'm just going to draw a couple of cards here and see if we can get any kind of insight into what they might be. Geez, I wonder what they could be. That's the Star and the Nine of Cups. This is a wish fulfilled, and this is complete emotional fulfillment. I like this card better than I like the Ten of Cups, just because, like I said, the Ten of Cups, it's almost got a fantasy vibe to it. The Nine of Cups doesn't. The Nine of Cups, this woman is just radiating joy and happiness and bliss. And you've wished for this, and God has said yes, and that's what your journey is too. And a lot of the times, this is a true love, soulmate, twin flame situation that you've been wishing for, especially when it's combined with the Nine of Cups. But it doesn't have to be. I like this reading because I definitely see the true love vibes in it, but it's not heavy on that. This is really open for you to take and apply it to your life wherever you're at, whether it's job related, love life, or just, taking back your own power. The Magician to me always symbols you taking your power, because the thing with the Magician is the Magician has all the elements he needs. He's got all the pieces. He just has to put them together to create magic. And that's very powerful. And the magic, of course, is your life. It's your whole life. You're at the beginning stages right now. This is, and I told you as we go into spring, things are shifting. Things are going to change. By the time we get, about 5 weeks from now, when we hit the actual spring, I think we're going to feel a really big shift in the energy. All of our planets are moving forward right now, so this is a great time to work towards our goals and our dreams, whatever they are. If you're looking for the happily ever after romance stuff, I'm going to tell you what I've been telling you since December. It's like, check yourself. What because you know, if there's something that you're supposed to do or change or have in place before that comes into your life, then stop postponing that. Get on it. If you're wanting to start a business, I feel a lot of that energy in here. If you're wanting to start some kind of a business, and I'm thinking like, I didn't get a ton of wands here, so I'm not going to go creative, artistic necessarily, but it can be that too. But I just feel like any kind of self-employment, like, because I can see this being very work related. If you've got the Five of Pentacles, you hate your job, you walk away from your job, God brings you justice and brings you into, a new beginning of being self-employed, and ta-da, happily ever after. Obviously not that cut and dry. There's a lot that goes on in between that. But whatever it is, we know that it's a wish fulfilled and it's complete emotional fulfillment. So I like that for careers, for jobs. If you start a YouTube channel, open a catering business. I don't know. You know your story. Obviously, this is a general reading. So, you got to take what resonates with you and apply it to your own story, because I don't know your story. I don't know where you're at, but you know. And this is a really positive reading. I think this is, in fact, when I title it, I think I'll title it like a foreshadowing for spring, because this is what I've been talking about since I got on the platform here. It's about getting our work done over the winter, because the spring is going to be big. All the planets, like I said, are direct. They're direct until the end of April. So partway through the spring. And then we get Pluto goes retrograde, and then I think Mercury after that. But anyway, we've got this like wide open space to make moves right now. And I feel like since this planetary shift started at the beginning of 2020, this is like the first, it's not even like a bubble of air. It's like we've breached the surface enough to really breathe for a few minutes and really take stock and really look at our lives and what we want. Because if 2020 and 2021 did not teach you that you need to make the life that you want, you need to be living the life that's in your soul, then I don't know that anything will. That's what we're here for. I mean, think of this planet. If everybody was manifesting their dreams and living their dream life and were truly happy and joyful and had energy connecting and buzzing, and when we ran into one another on the street, all we had to share was like bliss and joy. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's always going to be downtimes and sadness, but if most of us are happy when everybody's taking their turn at being sad, it's like we can be there for other people. We can be there and we can make good choices. I am very positive for the road ahead. But we have to take responsibility for it, and we have to make the moves that we know we are meant to move. We are meant to do. So I'm going to draw one more card from a different deck, just kind of for your day. I think I'm going to draw it from the cat deck. The cat deck is a little cheeky, and I like it. It's a lighthearted, cute little energy on this deck. I don't mean to be disrespectful to the creator of the deck. It just doesn't have a lot of depth to me, but that's why I love it. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. Stop worrying so much. It's going to be okay. We've got Devil energy. A devil is adorable. Crossed by the Ace of Swords. Okay, listen to me. All right, I can see why my guides told me to do this. Some of you heard everything I just said, and it gave you this moment of hope, and immediately devil energy came in to tell you all the reasons why you couldn't do it. Look at, good Lord, the sun is underneath that. The devil energy came in to tell you all the reasons why this doesn't work, this can't work for you, you can't start a new job now, you can't start a new career, it's it's too unknown, it's too whatever. The thing that came up, Nine of Swords, is big time fears that you're actually materializing, you're actually manifesting your fears. So be careful of that, because what's going to knock out this devil energy, this fear and this worry, is your truth. The Ace of Swords, not necessarily getting your nails clipped, but hey, a manicure, who doesn't need that every once in a while? But the Ace of Swords is your truth. You need to get into your truth. This is what I tell people all the time. You need to know your truth and be brave and step into it. Brave, take bold action and step into that truth, because you know what's under that? The sun. Everything you could ever want. You got the star, the sun, the 10 of Pentacles. Life ahead for you is amazing. It's so bright. But you gotta get rid of this stupid fear stuff. And I'm not calling you stupid. I don't mean that. I get it. I get the fears. I get the anxiety. I truly do. I'm going to actually start doing some videos on the channel about manifesting, and particularly about how to lower anxieties and get past fears in your life, because I think that's where so many people get stuck. And I've been there. I have a lot of insight to share on that. And I'm going to start doing that probably next week. So be on the lookout for that if that speaks to you. I'm going to end this video now because we're 20 minutes in. But I'm going to end it there with the sun. I just love this combination. The star and the sun. Life ahead for you is beautiful. Just don't let this stuff here get you. Don't let that get you. Okay? It's all good. Just you're going to have to be brave. But it's all going to be really, really good. Okay? So many blessings to you, so much love to you, and I will see you guys on the next video.